Welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm your host, Laura.
And I'm May.
And today we are going to be talking about the crypto founder who ate the banana from that comedian painting.
I saw this. Yeah.
Yes. There's actually like a bit more to the story in the sense of he's done other wild stunts, which I don't think we've really covered on the pod. So I figured we'd talk about him for a little bit and the craziness in the crypto world. And then also my other story is this case of an IVF mix-up.
Oh my God.
It's, I mean, in honor of
Yeah.
the all-natural baby right here. We'll talk about the situations in which it's not all-natural and sometimes goes wrong.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a pretty fucking sad, actually. Case. But that one's second, so if you don't want to hear that one, then fucking turn this shit off. This crypto one is hilarious. So, okay, enjoy.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money.
Hold
from
on.
that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's Risque Business News.
May just came over here with a shaved pussy. And by
Shaved
pussy, I
pussy.
mean her cat Greg, who just got
yes.
a normal hair cleaning and they just shaved him.
Yes. So we dropped him off and we were like, oh yeah, just like comb out the knots, give him a shampoo, cut his nails. He comes back and he is shaved down in like not a aesthetic way. It's like really uneven.
It's cracking me up.
insane.
But he's got furry Ugg boots still on and his tail is full plume.
Full plume.
Like a it's a famously bushy tail on a very skinny body.
Very skinny body.
It's like when you see an old man in a swimsuit, you know, and you're like,
Yes.
God damn, you're just bones and limbs.
Yes.
Just a bunch of ligaments.
And I had just gotten lectured by the vet about him being too skinny, so now he's all
Now
on
it's very
display.
obvious. Well, you can watch him plump up in real time.
That's true.
So we're in a bit of a hurry to do this recording today, and May brought him straight over here, and Password, who is also a very fuzzy cat, is looking at him like, you beta bitch.
Oh yeah,
You little bitch boy, what happened to you?
How did you let this happen?
a bet? Did fantasy football not go your way this year? I think he's like trying to get in the camera right now. Greg, come up.
Greggy, come on up because you look insane. We're talking about you.
He looks like wet. Like, I don't know.
He looks bad. He looks really bad.
Anyway, it made me laugh quite a bit. That's what's going on in our world right now. Anything else going on in your world?
No, I just had a maternity shoot, so I'll put those up on the Instagram if you don't follow me already at May_planner.
Ironically, in a lot of fur.
Yes, ironically, I have a big fur jacket that I took all these photos in. It's pretty fun.
Meanwhile, Greg's over here like, oh, you're trying to rub it in.
Yeah.
Took all my fucking fur and did a maternity shoot.
You know what's hilarious too is that we were trying to get him in the shop, but then I had to drop him off at the groomers, and I was like, "Oh, it's too bad he can't come back and like look all nice and fluffy for it." Imagine if we waited for him to be in the shot and he looks like this.
It's more of a threatening pose than anything. You're
I
like, look
know.
at these furs. This was his formerly.
It's crazy.
Yes, hi Greg. I know. So that's hilarious. Happy Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was great. We went to New Orleans. Always a good time. It's so nice that Mark's from New Orleans and not like Cleveland.
Bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, we can go to the strip mall.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
Like
So you wouldn't want to walk to CVS?
yeah, I enjoy going. You were in Mexico City.
I was in Mexico City. The 4th time I've gone to this city. I think I need to start going other places.
Okay.
I did have a really, really good time, but I was down there and I was like, I have been to all these restaurants more than some of the places I've been to in New York.
Right.
And that
Right.
maybe we need to start subbing in some more cities into this.
Yeah.
But it was very fun. We did a show on Thanksgiving, which was cute in Inglés.
En inglés.
In Inglés, not in Espanol.
Killing it.
Do you hear that? It's pretty good. Too many times down there. And then otherwise we ate like branzino on Thanksgiving. It was fun.
Nice.
Delicious.
Perfect.
Delightful.
You know what? I am in the mood for a like all-inclusive Mexican vacation somewhere like tacky.
Well, I mean, we're going to go to Tulum, so it's
I need tackier.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll go before.
I changed.
Yeah.
May requested. So forget that hotel.
We're going to Sandals.
We're going to Sandals. Honestly, I would still have a banging time.
Of course.
Part of me was like looking for a second, and I was like, I mean, we could do one of these.
Right,
And I was
like a Punta Cana situation or something.
Maybe I'll do that for like a fun birthday or something. Like when I
Yeah.
turn like 35, just be like, all my bitches, Punta Cana.
Hell yeah.
We're going. We're gonna drink stupid drinks that have
No
half of a
alcohol.
shot.
Yep.
Maybe half of a shot in them because it's an all-inclusive, and they're like, we're gonna make some money on you. And I'm like, listen, that's fair.
No one would get too drunk.
No one would get too drunk, but we would get diabetes.
We would.
We would get instead a swift case of diabetes.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, should I do this little story then? I will say, I want to give a shout out to my boy, ChatGPT, because I did some research for this and I used ChatGPT to help me like locate the different stories, because it's difficult to pull these stories together sometimes. You can go off their Wikipedia, but Wikipedia doesn't really like to put like the dirt in it necessarily.
Yeah,
You know?
I've noticed that.
Yeah, it's
And you can't rely on it. Sometimes it's not true.
oh, this might
know.
not be true.
Okay.
I will go ahead. Well, it does include sources for everything. So I think it's like going to
Mostly
be very, very close. I always am like, please include your source. That's like one of the little tricks, the hacks. Because otherwise it's like, oh, fuck, I just made that up.
Well, you know,
Oh,
it wouldn't be the
goddamn,
first
look-
time on this podcast, to be honest.
That's true. I mean, I'm otherwise doing a way worse job than ChatGPT. At least it's like trying.
right.
I'm over here like, I read a tweet, I think, or a dream.
Yeah.
One or the other. So anyway, so it helped me pull some of this stuff together. And frankly, we're talking about the crypto community, so this shit's all fucking made up as it is.
Right.
This isn't like there's serious money behind it. But it's not like a serious group. Look at this man. This is a youth. That is a Gen.
That is a youth.
That's
How
actually,
old is this man?
Actually, I was about to say this is a Gen Z, and then I looked at his birthday and I'm like, unless this ChatGPT lying, it's not a Gen Z. This is Justin. What the fuck? Sun. Justin Sun. That's a easy name. Probably not his original Chinese name. I'm sure he did. You know what I mean? But he was born July 30th, 1990. He is older than me.
Oh, he's my age.
Wow. In China. So, I think he comes from a relatively well-off family because he got his master's degree from University of Pennsylvania and then studied at Peking University. So this guy's like not fucking around educationally. He's clearly in the mix. And he's out there. If you don't go to Peking University, then you're out of the mix.
Is it Peking or Peking?
Okay.
Well,
You're probably right. You're
Because like
probably-
Peking duck, I don't know.
It's probably-
Is that racist of me?
No. I mean, I think Peking duck is. You're 100% correct.
Yeah, Peking duck. Probably.
I'm like pecking like a duck, like pecks.
Yeah.
And you're like peeking, you dumb bitch. You live in New York. You're not that far from Chinatown. Like,
right.
I love
assume-
Peking duck too.
Yeah, that's probably where they originate from, I guess.
I don't know. You know what? Let's ask ChatGPT.
Just ask it.
ChatGPT.
We don't have to wonder anymore
Is
in today's day and
Peking
age.
University the same
As Peking
place
duck.
as made famous? They're gonna be like, my prompts are always so fucking
Crazy.
Yeah, it's just like a stream of consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No, it's not.
Oh wait, they're both in No, Peking University and Peking duck are not directly related. I'm not asking if they're directly related.
Are they pronounced the same?
Except they both originate from Beijing, China. I would have thought for fucking sure Peking would be a place.
Me too.
I would have
Yeah.
put money on that.
Me too.
Peking University is a prestigious academic institution in Beijing known for its excellence in research and education. I love when a university is known for excellence in education. It's really,
As opposed to
really narrowed it down.
Yeah.
And it is often ranked as one of the top universities in China and Asia. Okay.
Wow,
So this
that
guy's not-
must be fucking hard to
Did I
get
tell you
into.
this guy was fucking around? I did not.
No.
Because he's not. He is not fucking around.
That's insane.
Yeah. Meanwhile, University of Pennsylvania, very easy to get into.
No, it's not.
No, it's like it's a Ivy.
Ivy.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have the same thing. Like if we went over there as white people and applied to Peking University, if we'd have it, if like we would, because of like diversity, we would get looked at more than,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm bringing so much diversity. I am
bringing the
white
DEI.
Anglo-Saxon Protestant. I'm a DEI.
China has a
acceptance.
major DEI initiative. They probably bring us in like as a weird zoo animal kind of situation
Yeah.
where they're like, Look at that.
Especially you. It's like, look at the tall woman.
Wow.
She's very tall.
She's very large. You imagine bigger than all these boys here. We try make people like this size, okay? But actually, okay. So Peking duck.
Okay.
Let me finish this. Is a famous traditional dish from Beijing. It is renowned for its crispy skin and flavorful meat. Yeah, it sure fucking is.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Actually, I could really go for
I
that.
could go for that.
You know
Maybe I
what?
should take my parents to consider.
Yes. Now we're talking.
Now
You
we
get
are
some
talking.
Peking. You know what you need? You need that. I don't know what it's called, but like you get the Peking duck, you get like the little wrapper, and then they give you like a plum sauce. You know?
Yeah.
What I'm talking about?
Well, all typically served with thin pancakes.
Yep.
Hoisin sauce.
Poison sauce. That's what I'm thinking of.
And scallions.
yeah, that's exactly what I need.
I want that.
That's
I'm gonna take my
obviously what I'm
parents.
getting for
So my
dinner.
parents just got here to visit with me, and the first thing they do upon arrival to my household is they're like, "We got to call the tax offices in Rhode Island."
Oh my god.
And I'm like, "Why? I mean, you just got to my place. We've barely said hello." And they sit down and they're like, "You need to print these documents out for us because we have to read them from the paper. We hate the phone." I'm like, "Okay." Print them out, and they spend 30 minutes on the fucking line with the Rhode Island taxation department or whatever.
30 minutes.
They're a long
No.
time. A long time. Most of which they were on hold. Here's the thing. If you don't hear hold music, you're simply on mute. So if you're still talking shit about the other line, they can hear you.
Wait, is that right?
100%.
Oh my
and not
God.
100%, but like 90%. And you say,
I am learning this now.
and you say you don't learn on this podcast.
I am learning something that explains a lot.
Yeah, because you're just over here like, this motherfucker. Or you're like, I mean, they're not going to give me this refund. They shouldn't give me this refund.
Right.
And they're like, I think I'm not going to give her this refund. Because the guy's just sitting on the other line, like, on
I actually
hold.
thought the package was stolen and I totally found it, but like, I don't know, maybe they'll send us another
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
Like, literally, that's me.
But if you hear the hold music, that means you're legitimately on, like, a official hold.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're just talking shit about these fucking Rhode Islanders who did, to be fair, they did send them a tax bill from like 3 years after they had moved from Rhode
No,
Island.
that's very annoying.
And they were like, okay. But they chose to do that. They chose to come to my apartment and like handle business.
And it's like, this can wait.
A very, it was extremely on brand.
They waited 3 years to give you this. You can wait a week.
A week,
Yeah. you can
maybe.
wait.
Anyway. Point being, I'm going to take them to get some Peking duck. I took them to get
Yes,
a sandwich
you are.
and they were like, we could not possibly eat again today.
Yeah,
you-
that's what they do.
Are you
That's what they do.
crazy?
This is enough for me.
This is enough for me for a week.
Yeah, literally. Are we going to bring this back home because I can have lunch tomorrow? That's what they do. That is what they fucking do.
Absolutely.
And it's like a veggie
Like,
sandwich.
It's literally
With no side.
an egg, mushroom, spinach wrap.
What? From like Where'd you get that?
We went to Thea, which
Oh,
is
Thea. That's a good
delightful.
place.
It is a hefty sandwich, but it's not like
Insane.
it's good for like I'll give it like a light dinner with
Yeah.
that. Sure.
Why the fuck do parents all of a sudden start eating like birds? That should be studied. Is it
don't
just
know.
like when your body starts
Just
going,
like
you
for
just
savings, I guess.
yeah, like you just
They're
don't.
so
eat.
obsessed with savings.
They're
They're like,
so obsessed with savings.
here's the way to save money. I'll stop eating.
Stop. Oh, that's a great way to save money.
Save my money, but no more eating. I'm gonna take them to get sushi tonight, and they're gonna be like, "You're out of your mind.
How would we possibly? Eat
How are we
anything
gonna
more?
fit all this in?"
My dad eats. My mom doesn't eat.
Yeah, can't wait. I'll be eating. I'll tell you that. And I'll make them pay. That's what's gonna happen because they just saved all that tax money from
They saved all that
from
money.
that bill that they got resolved.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did not get far with this man, Justin Sun. Okay, so
Sorry, we're back. We're back on the topic.
he studied at Peking University, and he founded Tron's native cryptocurrency TRX. Listen, this is not going to be a cryptocurrency podcast. So if you want like deep details on this, you're in the wrong fucking place. I'm going
Right.
to tell you the tea, okay? But what ChatGPT told me is it's a blockchain-based decentralized platform for digital content. Tron. It's also a movie. Remember that? Yeah, and that's still the first result. Fuck you, Justin Sun. Tron.
Is Justin's son somebody who we don't like, or we like
He
him?
seems like a tool,
Okay.
if I'm being honest.
I mean, don't they all?
Yeah.
Crypto bros.
Every single one.
Don't they all?
Okay, I don't even see like a website. How are you going to make me get digital content if I can't go to like tron.com? Whatever. Okay. Anyway, I'm done looking into that. His goal was to build a global digital content entertainment system using distributed storage technology. Really boring. Acquisition. Oh, he acquired BitTorrent. Love BitTorrent. Do you ever use BitTorrent?
No, I suck. I need to get into this.
No, this is old. And I think that was like, it was really, I guess I didn't even realize it was still around in 2018. I used it more in college. So like a couple of years earlier and like before then even. It's a peer-to-peer file sharing technology. It's like one of those ones where you would like download. I actually used to download all the Comedy Central half hours off of that and LimeWire.
Wait, I remember torrenting.
Yeah, so BitTorrent was just one of the places you could do that.
Okay.
So I would download that. I downloaded I probably shouldn't even say this.
Nah, whatever.
It'll be fine.
Who's
if
coming after
Adobe
you?
comes after me, I'll give them the whatever $500 that they need.
Yeah, who's
because
coming
I
after
downloaded
you? The
a full
fucking-
Photoshop off of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a legit program. And this was back before they had like a lot of the. I think now you can't even do that.
Probably
because I think it's all cloud based. But back then it was like you could just download Photoshop. It's called stealing.
It is called stealing.
It's called
But you know what? The
stealing.
fucking Rhode Island government is also stealing. So who gives a shit?
True. Well, they're trying to. Not if Susan and Michael have anything to say about it.
They will not be.
They will not be. So he has been doing a lot of like publicity stunts and like things to like the world of crypto, as we have all been made aware. Publicity is king. Like you need to have as many eyes on your coin for whatever reason so people think it has value, because there is nothing really underneath it except for public opinion. Interesting. So in that process, he had a lot of different controversies that have come up when he's worked with a lot of different celebrities. In 2023, he had fraud charges from the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. Fuck, I was so close. Accusing him of fraudulent schemes. The allegations were that he was manipulating TRX and BTT, which is like another coin, I guess, trading volumes and orchestrating a scheme to pay celebrities to promote the tokens without disclosing compensation.
Oh.
So you know how like when you're scrolling on Instagram and they have to do like hashtag ad.
Right, paid, whatever.
Paid.
Yeah.
They didn't do that with a crypto coin, which is hilarious because I'm like, I feel like any single person who brings up a crypto coin. Well, actually, besides right now, I guess we're talking about it. And let me just tell you, this is not an ad.
This is not an ad.
This is not an ad. I don't own I don't even know. I guess you could buy it on probably Robinhood, but where to purchase TRX and BTT. The coins I have.
Heard of them.
The coins I have are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and it started as a bit, but now I actually have a decent bit of money in it, Dogecoin.
Yeah.
At first I was like, isn't this fucking hilarious? I think everybody went through that narrative.
Yeah. But I think it is doing well, isn't it?
It's at like 40 cents or so, but that's because of like...
Is that good?
I mean, like, what is good? Yeah. In dollars, I have a decent bit, but nothing crazy. I bought it at like 5 or so cents. So it went up a lot, but I didn't put
a lot. That's...
But I didn't put a ton of money into it.
Yeah.
So it's like... But like, yeah, like in terms of returns, I actually also paid off the amount that I had like initially purchased in. So I'm like, it's just fucking hilarious money now.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll see. So, but the SEC came after them because they were saying that you guys are trying to like, you're paying people off to talk about your coin. All of this is very new for them as well. But they found 8 celebrities also that got charged for illegally promoting this coin. Who had been paid by Justin Sun to do so, several of which, or many of which, just like kind of settled on it and paid off. They were just like, whatever, I think it was like $400,000 to just not have to go through this anymore.
Oh my God. Who are these people? Do we know?
Lindsay Lohan.
Oh no.
Isn't that so funny?
That's very Lindsay Lohan. She's living in Dubai. She's like,
yeah, she's like, this might as well.
Yeah, whatever.
And I can't believe, like, and it's so funny to me that she was putting up posts about TRX and everyone was like, nah, it's probably legit. She's probably like legit, just straight up interested in it. Of course it's an ad.
Yes.
Of course it's an ad.
No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane. So Lindsay Lohan, Jake Paul, who, by the way, I will say now is called social media personality and professional boxer.
Wow, he did it.
He did it. He's the one who just, he was in that big fight, right?
With Mike Tyson, yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch that? Did we talk about this a little bit?
It was so depressing.
It was depressing, except for I don't blame Mike Tyson at all. He was just trying to not get his head hit.
Yeah.
He was like, all I give a shit about is do not hit my head.
No, totally. It was just so sad seeing like an old legend and then this fucking, however old he is, 26-year-old piece of shit.
Yeah, I hate him.
was-
I mean,
yeah.
I think the whole world is like, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Someone was saying they were like, he should fight Conor McGregor, and it would be the only fight that people were hoping he would win.
That would be epic.
Fuck Conor McGregor. How about
Yeah,
that?
fuck that guy too. I saw this Irish bar who had like this big like, mural of Conor McGregor
Oh,
up or
wow.
whatever, and then there was like this like cute video where they were like spray painting over it, and they were like, "He's a piece of shit."
He's been a
and
piece
everyone
of
was
shit,
like,
though.
"Yeah." Like
He
all the
fucking
comments were like,
sucks.
"Oh, I'm so happy that they're like supporting women and stuff like that."
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, Conor McGregor like beat up some fucking old person a few years ago.
I know.
outside
Why
the
did he not
bar.
get canceled for that?
Yeah, I think he was canceled in Ireland for it, but not worldwide. But I knew about it because I went to Ireland not that long after that, and people were talking about it, about how everybody hates Conor McGregor.
I mean, you look at him and you're like, "Well, that makes sense."
Yeah, yeah.
Not
He
to
fucking stinks.
not to judge a book by its cover, but this man looks really mean.
Hate this man.
Wow. We should actually talk about this at some point.
I actually saw
His rival just offered him a huge fight because he lost so many business deals related to
wow.
all this. The assault. Wow.
I saw something that was interesting. This was before she put out a public statement that she definitely shouldn't have. We could discuss this at a later date. But his wife or fiance or whatever, because they've been together for like 15 million years and they're still not married. And
Very Conor McGregor of
very
him.
Conor McGregor of
He's like,
him.
I don't know if she's the one.
Yeah. And there was a whole documentary about how when he was like a nobody and had nothing to his name, she was supporting him and like took him into her home and gave him all this money and support and all this stuff.
Wow.
And so someone said, they were like, there was a comment I read and I was like, oh my God, that hits so hard, where they were like, she supported him at his lowest, so he humiliated her at his highest. And I was like, God damn, that is some fucking gender wars shit right there.
As a comedian also, like watching all these dumb as fuck open mic comics with their like cool ass girlfriends.
They
this
always
hits home.
They always have the most supportive girlfriend. And then
yeah,
they're
who
always
are like, I have a great job and I like take care of everything, and like he wouldn't have health insurance if it wasn't for me.
right. And then they're always like, yeah, I don't know if she's the one. Like,
Yeah,
and
they're
I'm like,
on stage doing jokes about like she's so fucking annoying. Like,
yeah, my girlfriend gained weight. And it's like,
yeah.
dude, seriously? Like,
oh,
you wouldn't have a fucking roof over your head if it
Lit-
weren't for your girlfriend.
There's a word for what you are. It's unemployed
and a mooch.
and a mooch and a
mooch.
gold digger.
And we're not
I want to
thinking of
start
it.
calling men gold diggers.
Yes.
Can we start popularizing that?
You know what? It is.
There's plenty of them.
Plenty
We
of
just
them.
haven't like. I don't feel like we've popularized using that term on
That's
them.
true. And we are not thinking of anyone in particular, not at all.
Actually, there's like a number of people. I'm
yeah,
thinking of.
exactly. I'm like,
Yeah. Anyway,
we're female comics. We all, unless you're somebody that has like a fucking trust fund, which I'm also like thinking of those
Yeah,
girls.
yeah,
and, like
yeah, yeah.
we all, had to have day jobs the entire time, and
we've
then
been
people would be like,
popping our pussies.
yeah, and then people would be like, oh, May and Laura aren't real comedians because they have a day
Yeah.
job. I'm like, or like, especially me, I could totally not have a day job.
Yeah.
But fucking, I'm like, or I have to do both and I have to work twice as hard as everyone else.
Yeah.
Why is that frowned upon?
I mean, whatever. At the end of the day, we're getting up on stage
yeah.
and doing just fine in front of crowds. All right, and that's what we're looking for. Just fine.
Just fine.
Just fine is the goal. That's the bar that I'm hoping to exceed. Anyway,
Okay.
come see me live.
That was a
Philly.
rant.
Philly in New Year.
What, you going to Philly on New Year's?
Yeah, I'm going with Matt.
Oh damn! I was gonna invite you over for a dinner party.
God fucking damn it. Well, maybe I won't go. How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
No, you should go
Nah, I'll probably go. We'll see. But maybe we can do a dinner party around that.
around then. Yeah.
Okay. Soldier Boy was another one.
Yes.
That makes
Soulja
100%
Boy,
sense.
Tell him.
I love him. I hope he's a good guy. I don't know if I have no idea if he's a good guy, but just only from his songs, I love him.
Okay.
Okay.
Same.
Austin Mahone, don't know who that is. Kendra Lust,
I don't
adult
know.
film actress.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense with that name. Her real name is
Yeah.
Michelle Mason, but Kendra Lust is fair.
Yeah.
Lil Yachty,
Lil
that's for the
Yachty.
youth. I don't know him very well. I'm sure I've heard his songs. Neo, do know him, and Akon. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Eclectic group. Lindsay Lohan just squeezed in.
Lindsay
there.
Lohan is definitely one of these does not fit with the others.
She has got to drop the routine, dude. Like, what?
She looks unbelievable. I just watched that movie with her and John Rudnitsky.
Yes.
Friend of the pod.
Yes.
Love him. He did fantastic in it, and it was a dog shit script.
I'm sure.
And I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Oh, yeah.
For any holiday movie, don't try. Do not try on the script. Don't you fucking dare. Put Lindsay Lohan in it, and then maybe a nice friendly face
Yes.
that I recognize from the internet, or
And
in
the
my
fake
case.
snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I fucking want. Put him in a nice button-up flannel.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Dude, Lindsay Lohan and Christina Aguilera, I know people have looped them together because it's like unfucking believable what they have done with the way that they look. Oh my God, they look so fucking good.
Isn't it cool when you can
so
see
fucking good.
when you can see an artist in like the height of their career?
Yeah.
And in this case, it's their plastic surgeon.
Yes. Yes.
It's like he or she is the Beyonce. They're in their like Kendrick Lamar,
Oh,
like
yeah.
like killing it.
they are doing a hell of a job.
their career,
Hell of a job.
and we don't know their name.
right.
But I'm sure that crew, they know their name, and that
I
person.
would love to know their name. I bet it's harder to get an appointment because you can't just be like, I'll pay for an appointment. It has to be like, but what are you going to do for me?
100%.
Like, you know what I mean?
That person has more value right now, I would argue, like, than a lot of like billionaires. Like, in terms of like,
Yeah.
if you want to have societal impact, you can get those fucking people to do what you want to do.
Dude,
They look so good.
they look incredible.
And everybody has noticed. And like, I've seen so many posts online of people being like, what's happening here? Even
Right.
other plastic surgeons, they're like, unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Did Jesus do your plastic surgery? Is this a literal, is this an actual Christmas miracle?
They look incredible.
Go look them up.
I whatever they're doing, I would do it. And the other thing
I
too
would
is
100%
like,
do it.
even men will admit, because like men are famously like, I don't like a girl that's like overdone, and then they're like showing a picture of Kim Kardashian.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but like, if I showed Mark what Lindsay Lohan looks like right now, he would be like, do that.
100%.
Do that.
Sign
she
up.
looks fucking. And then people are like, it's sobriety. I'm like, let me tell you something. As someone who's been sober for 8 months, it is not sobriety.
It is not sobriety. It is not sobriety. I want her surgeon to have a TV show
Yeah.
more than anything. I would watch the shit out of it. She looks incredible. She looks better than she did back in the day.
She really does.
The only thing I will say, my one note, is that her lips moved a little, not 100% natural. But if that's it,
Yeah, that's not bad.
that's not bad, considering before it was. She had done a lot of work and it like didn't work out. It looked extremely poor on her face.
Yeah.
Um,
I have to tell you, sorry, I just checked my phone real quick because I was seeing what someone was saying. And there is someone trying to book me on a show tomorrow, and they go, we'll send the exact address shortly. How was your day? I'm gonna be like, take me off the lineup.
Yeah, no, this is that. That's how was your day? I'll tell you tomorrow.
I'll
on
tell you
stage.
tomorrow.
I'll
When
do some jokes about my day on the stage tomorrow. Also, send the address now.
Send the address right now.
Have you not got the venue pulled together?
Why don't I know where I'm going? I'm not going. Okay. Back to the story.
That's comedy. That's comedy for you.
This podcast has been erratic.
It really has, but I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm
hope
into
you
it.
guys are
Greg
into
is
it,
still
too.
down here. I just forgot momentarily that
Oh
Greg is
my
here, and
God.
he is 100% shaved.
He is 100% shaved, and he looks
He looks like a
insane.
fully different animal.
He really
He looks like a
does.
rabbit, kind of.
Yeah. I'm worried about him. His self-esteem is going to be so low for so long.
Oh, he'll grow it back quick.
No, I think it's going to take him. I think it's probably going to take him like 4 months.
We're like, oh, he's depressed. He's just sitting there scratching. He's like, oh, he looks so sad. He doesn't look sad at all.
he should be embarrassed. That is
He's
an
like
embarrassing
100%
haircut.
fine.
That is a humiliating cut, my
It
guy.
is. Now, Password's sad for him. He's
Yeah.
like, you look like shit. My gay lover looks terrible.
I know. This is embarrassing for Password, too.
It really is.
Okay.
Okay, so back to the story. There was a bunch of other allegations of different things, pump and dump schemes, where he was accused of artificially inflating the token prices through wash trading.
What's that?
Well, glad you asked. Trades where the buyer and seller are the same. So, again, this is not a crypto podcast, but I can kind of imagine you probably, like, it just shows that there's a lot more transactions occurring, but they're not really.
I get it.
Misleading retail investors, who we've all famously found that phrase out to be, that's just us. We Are Retail Investors.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
from that movie.
Yep, we've learned that from the movie that what's his face was in.
That hot guy Paul Dano.
Oh yeah, no, but I was
Right?
actually thinking of Kim Kardashian's ex-boyfriend, who's a comedian.
Oh,
You got it.
Pete Davidson?
Pete Davidson.
okay.
Where they just took Pete Davidson and pigeonholed him in the movie for no reason.
They really did. Also, I love that we just referred to him as Kim Kardashian's ex-boyfriend. That's my favorite.
Isn't that funny?
That's really good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. It is also unbelievable that the two of them had sex, presumably.
Maybe they
unless it was
didn't.
unless it was just like completely like nonsense.
Yeah, they're like, I don't
relationship.
even know that person at all.
No.
We've met 6 times and all of them were photographed.
Can I tell you, I am now conceding that there is a chance that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have met. I don't think they've ever
I don't
spent the
know.
night,
I don't know.
but I do think that they have like
At
met
this
before.
point, they have maybe spent some time together.
They've had conversations,
maybe one drink.
not deep conversations, but they've had conversations.
All right.
But
Well, guys, stay tuned. 6 more months. Maybe they'll have held a hand.
maybe.
Perhaps.
I don't know. They could have literally be pregnant, and I would say, "Wow, that's crazy that they artificially inseminated her."
It's really complicated. They took his sperm and like had like a surrogate,
Yeah.
and then took the surrogate and put it in.
Right.
Yeah.
That's something to think about.
It's weird. It's crazy
It's
stuff.
so weird.
Okay, back to Tron. There was plagiarism allegations against the Tron white paper. That is so fucking boring. Holy shit, I don't care. It was a they were saying that they had been copying Ethereum. Aren't we all?
Right.
Aren't all these just like the same fucking thing over and over with just different names?
That's what I thought. I mean, but I know nothing. So
Yeah.
I actually don't know.
Oh, my parents they're trying to come over here and talk to more tax professionals.
Oh my
Want
God.
to walk over and we head so I can take them to adult daycare, aka the Rockettes.
What time do you have to go? This has been we have been having just like private conversations on this podcast.
I
I'm like
don't know.
ripping some booker. You're talking to your parents.
Listen, guys, maybe you like this format. I don't know. Maybe you like it. Maybe this is cool. All right, let's talk about the Warren Buffett lunch incident. I liked this incident. This was one that made me giggle.
Okay.
So in June 2019, Justin's son, he went to this like auction, a charity auction for, does it say who was supporting? The Glide Foundation for the homeless in San Francisco. Big organization.
Yeah,
You're going to need to raise a lot of money.
they got a lot on their plate.
The Glide Foundation is booked and busy, okay? And they were doing a charity auction, thank God. And they got some goddamn talent at this thing. So one of the things you could win was a private lunch with Warren Buffett, which is actually
My
sick.
God. Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. That's
I
pretty cool.
would never be able to afford winning that auction, but I would certainly I'd be like, $30.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that $30 for
How
sure.
much would you really do? I would probably do like $200.
I'd put like $5,000 in.
$5,000.
I mean, I know I'm not going to win, so I can say kind of hypothetically whatever I
okay.
want at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess like what would I like be kind of pissed about spend? I'd spend $5,000.
Wow.
I'd spend $5,000 to meet Warren Buffett.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I mean, that's the best story in the business world for like you have every client lunch. You can be like, I went with Warren Buffett once. Had private lunch with him.
That's true.
$5,000. I could probably expense that at that point.
Yeah. I went to an auction recently, actually, because it was like for some fundraiser, and Mark was performing on the fundraiser.
When
so
you do
I
things
went,
that I don't know, I'm like, what
I know.
the fuck?
No, you totally knew because I invited
did.
me and
Okay.
Kelly went, and we went, and it was like Jerry Seinfeld was on.
Oh
it,
yeah,
all that
yeah.
stuff.
Wait, never mind. You invited me to that. I couldn't make it. Damn.
Anyway, it was fucking insane because like they would be they weren't even auctioning things off. It was just donations based, and and then people were putting up their paddles, and there was a guy who spent, I think it was $25 million. And this is just a man.
Just a dude.
It's just a man in New York, and me and Kelly were like, "What the?" First of all, we got free seats, and we were like, "We're not fucking doing it."
Yeah, here's $10.
And then they were like, "Oh yeah, there's a QR code if you want to just give like a small donation." We were like, "No."
No, thank you. No, thank you.
We just went for the free show, and we're like, "Bye."
Yeah, I bet it was good.
Yeah, I mean, that guy who has $25 million to spend, he covered our asses, I'll tell you
Thank
that.
God. You were like, can you throw in a couple $100 actually?
But, like,
just on our side. 25 million and $150.
You get so... Like, I forgot how fucking crazy wealthy New York is until you go to something
wild.
like that. It was at Lincoln Center. It was insane. Because it would be like,
Yeah.
we're starting bidding at that 25 million guy. That was like a one-off. And then
Thank God.
Yeah. And then the other people, it was like, we're going to start it at like $100,000. And people were just... It was like
crazy.
50 grand. And there were just paddles. And we were like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like a tax thing too.
Yeah.
It's a tax thing that no one has, even Susan and Mike Solar don't know about this tax thing. Because no one is bringing it up to us. They're like, you're never going to have to worry about it.
Yeah,
babe.
don't worry.
Don't worry about it. Also, I will say that is an embarrassing story for Warren Buffett.
Why?
Because his record-breaking bid for a private lunch was $4.57 million.
Oh, that's
free.
nothing. Free.
Basically free.
I can't believe that person.
For the Glide Foundation, that's embarrassing.
That's so embarrassing. They should have had this guy.
They should have that guy.
Yeah, and he was just like some fat guy in a yarmulke.
Warren Buffett's like, I'll have lunch with that guy.
Yeah. Who's that? Who the fuck is that guy?
Wait, I want to have lunch with him.
Yeah, it was crazy. Mark said he was backstage just like buddying up to Seinfeld, and he was like, who's that guy? And they were like, and that's how he knows he spent that much money.
Oh, wow.
But I guess in 4 years, over the course of 4 years, he spent $100 million at that charity alone.
What was the charity for? Did we cover this?
It was for like wounded warriors.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, cute. Fuck you, homeless in San Francisco. Wounded warriors.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Oh, man. Oof.
So he wins this, and everybody already knows Justin Sun at this point. This is June 2019, and they're like, this guy is going to try to basically pitch Warren Buffett on crypto, like on the concept of crypto, and this was at a very influential time for it as well. The highly anticipated lunch was scheduled for July 2019 at the Smith and Walensky Steakhouse in New York City.
Couldn't do better? Are you kidding?
I know. I mean,
Smith and Walensky's great, but like you couldn't have done...
I wouldn't think Warren Buffett would go there.
You would think like more of a speakeasy, upscale, like New York kind of place.
No, this guy's like, I have Ruth's Chris reservations for us. Listen, I spent all my fucking money on this auction. I don't have money for the dinner itself. All right, we're having salads.
We're going to Tao, and we will get the additional topping. That's what we're ordering.
He's like, you can order one roll, Warren. One roll.
I went to Tao not too long ago thinking like, oh, it's actually gonna be low key really good, and no, it wasn't.
No. Damn, you kind of want to think it would be.
I know.
I always like as a bit almost. Like,
Yeah. I went to Catch for a holiday party last year, and it was fucking amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Who knew?
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
There you go. That's
I
a
love
plot twist.
Sometimes you got to go to a tacky restaurant. I am in the mood for tack.
I want a little tack. I'm taking my parents to, this is not tacky, it's just a place, Blue Ribbon Sushi.
Oh, that is phenomenal.
It's good.
I love Blue Ribbon Sushi.
And they're going to be like, the prices here are unbelievable. And I'm like, I know,
That's why it's good.
but you're paying.
Yeah. Okay, I hear you, but also
Where's the
thank you.
credit card? Yes. Okay, so anyway, this lunch was postponed due to Sun's reported health issues. I guess he got sick.
Okay.
But this was actually interesting. I read more about this one. He was like, I'm sick. But really, people are saying that it might have been like the China regulators who were like putting a lot of scrutiny on this lunch. Understandably, I think they were like, okay, you're doing what with Warren Buffett regarding what? Crypto? We don't even like when people do the fucking Shen Yun. We don't even like that.
Hate the
all right?
Shen
So
Yun.
this is certainly on our radar.
Yes. That is so funny. I almost thought you were going to say he had the China virus. And
Maybe he had that too. And the China virus is the Chinese government just breathing down your fucking throat.
oh yeah. The Chinese government, man, it's
Yeah,
scary.
it's spook
powerful.
Me. Spook me.
Okay.
Spooky. Okay. Anyway, it did eventually take place in January 2020. Right under the wire.
Yes.
There, really, really right before the real China virus came through.
Right.
And it was at a dinner at the Happy Hollow Club in Omaha. Cute.
Okay.
Which is where Warren Buffett famously lives and basically owns the entire city of Omaha, Nebraska, a city I hate.
Yeah. Well, No, I've never been there.
Okay. You haven't been there? Don't
No,
go.
I have been there.
Have you? Why?
I think I went with Mark for a weekend. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. It has the U.S. Olympic trials a lot of the times. I think they've recently moved it to Indianapolis, another city I hate. Sorry, Indy fans.
I've never been there.
I've actually, here's this. I won't swim there anymore, but Indy's probably just fine for comedy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it's great. I've never done comedy there because I went to so many meets and I was just like, God damn, I've spent months of my life in this city at a pool and just random hotels. Like, I'm so bored of this place. Sometimes I swam well, sometimes I swam horribly. Anyway, that's all you need to know about that. Sun was accompanied by another notable figures. He got to bring some plus ones to this lunch. Charlie Lee, who is the founder of Litecoin. Yoni Asai, CEO of eToro. Chris Lee, CFO of Huobi. Okay. And Helen Hai, diversity hire, the woman, head of Binance Charity Foundation. Cute.
Okay.
So he takes the crew and goes to meet Warren Buffett at this dinner. And I think this at this point becomes a dinner. They really bumped it up from that lunch. Yeah, private lunch turned into a dinner. Fair enough. And they took him to one and presented Buffett with, this makes me laugh so much, a Samsung Galaxy Fold phone. But the phone contained 1 Bitcoin and 1.9 million TRX, which is Tron's cryptocurrency.
Oh, wow. Also, 1 Bitcoin, that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like probably like 100K or ish.
Wow.
And the 1.9, it's 1,930,830 TRX, which was symbolic of Buffett's birth year, which is kind of a dig. They're like, you were born in 1930. You're really old.
Whoa, he is really old. That can't be
Am I getting that right?
No, that can't be right. That's
Hey, ChatGPT.
That's insane. That would make him, what, 95?
He's old as fuck. I will say that.
Damn.
Yeah, he's 94 years old. Warren Buffett is 94. And they were like, we're going to make sure we remind you that you're old as dirt.
Oh, he is old as balls.
God damn. Anyway, they had this whole ass dinner. They really like popped their pussies pretty deeply. And he did not give a fuck. Warren Buffett did not care. He's like, I am 94 and you're pissing me off. He said that Bitcoin is rat poison squared.
Wow.
He thinks it has no intrinsic value.
Really?
And
Why?
I don't own any cryptocurrency and I never will. His whole thing is like underlying value in companies. So I think a lot of his money was made off of like not sexy investments, like just like what he would consider like good investments,
like a widget.
Yeah, like oil and gas, like kind of shit where it's just like, I'm kind of making that up. I'm not sure if that's, but you can kind of see my point. And it's not a mystery where they're making their money from. They sell it.
My dream has always been to invent a widget that just like has to go in every house in like North America. This widget.
Okay. You want to get with Warren Buffett on that?
Yeah. I'll be like, listen, we need to like do something where you can't get your house inspected unless you specifically have this widget. That'd be big. Yeah, that'd be fucking big, dude.
You want to have a regulatory angle on it for sure.
And it's just like
that part's nailed down. You need to figure out what the widget is, though.
Yeah, it'll be small. Like some stupid fucking widget.
We got size and we know the government is involved. Beyond that,
that's it.
I'm
ready to sell a widget.
All right. If anybody's a widget creator.
And then we can just sail off into the sunset.
Hell yes, brother.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So I think you're going to do a much better job convincing Warren Buffett than these guys.
Okay, good.
With your widget idea. So we'll set that up. We'll go ahead and get that knocked out. So let's get to the one that actually happened recently. And you probably have seen on the news, the banana eating stunt.
I saw this.
Yes. So 2024, this just happened like a couple weeks ago. He purchased the art installation, I guess, art piece, Comedian, which, if you're not familiar, it is a banana taped to a wall.
And that has been sold a few times.
It has
Different
been a couple iterations, versions of it, each for probably in the $100,000 or so range, like something around that. I saw it famously.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
We went to where was I? I think it was London. Where the fuck was I? I just travel so much. Oh my god, Comedian, Europe. Where was it? Banana. I need to figure this out. Italy. Oh yeah, we were in Italy. That's right.
That's cool.
So I went to a museum and I like didn't even know it was there. And then I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit. I know this
is
one.
Is it preserved or is just like one banana?
It's so dumb. I'll call it what it is. It's fucking a scam.
Of course.
Every morning they put a new banana in.
Oh God.
So there's like a guy who's responsible at the museum or wherever the hell to go and just to fucking Publix and buy a banana and then like tape it to a wall again.
Oh God. Human beings are
I hate us.
fascinating.
Yeah. So he purchased the installation. Listen, we should have taped banana right here and have been like, here it is.
Yeah, that's it.
I bought it too.
Same fucking thing.
But he purchased it for $6.2 million and he then ate the banana at a press event in Hong Kong.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Apparently.
Wait, how many $1 million to 8?
6.2.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ugh, people
That's
are
a lot more than 100K.
People are disgusting.
It really is. And then he ate the banana and everyone I think the symbolism of it was like really gross.
I agree.
For a lot of people. Yeah. Whereas, I mean, realistically, like they're going to put a new banana in the next day. So it doesn't really mean anything. Like it's not like destroying the artwork.
Well, what artwork?
Exactly. The whole thing is such a mind fuck where you're like, how are we supposed to take this seriously? You know? And he said it tasted much better than the other bananas. Indeed, quite good.
He is a fucking douchebag.
Yes. Fresh banana blah, blah, blah. The press conference was at a very, very fancy hotel in the Tsim Sha Tsui district of Hong Kong, which is a very wealthy place. And a lot of the art critics were actually pretty into it because they were like, the art's, true worth lies in its conceptual nature, aligning it with the principles of cryptocurrency, of digital assets. So they're saying the banana and crypto are the same.
Because it's like you just put the value on it that
the world decides what the value is.
God, the art world is so fucking pretentious.
Exhausting.
It is so goddamn pretentious.
It truly is.
Could you imagine gaslighting individuals into thinking that this was good and interesting and
no?
It's just like, okay.
But I mean,
you make thought-provoking without being completely stupid.
You also can make here's the thing though, if you can just keep a straight face, and dead ass convince some idiot like Justin Sun to do this, that guy, what is this? Maurizio Catalan walked away with $6.2 million real money at a United States money at a Sotheby's auction.
That's crazy.
I would love to go to a Sotheby's auction at some point.
Me too.
That would
something like this. It'll just be
for sure.
And it's $2 million.
$2 million.
And you just have to sit there and be like, it's the imperfection of the circle.
It's because it doesn't connect, and it means your family.
Right.
What? What are you talking about?
Your family.
But literally, that's what they would come up with.
It's ridiculous.
And I like art, just to be clear. I do enjoy art. I famously took acid and bought this because it was my neighborhood.
Oh my God, that's unbelievable.
And I spent more money than I've spent on any other piece of art. But I really like it. I think it's nice.
Cute.
Yeah.
Wait, that's really funny.
I was walking down the street on drugs and I was just like, must own this. And they were like, we're closed, it's COVID. And I was like, I'm gonna buy it. And they were like, listen, we'll do this.
Yeah.
We'll do this transaction. Why don't you come on out here? We'll take the square reader outside the shop. Anyway, the event. Oh, by the way, this is also not the first time. I think we did talk about this. Someone else had already done this. So he's a fucking con artist. He's copying another incident. In 2019 at Art Basel in Miami, David Datuna, hell of a name, Datuna. He is a performance artist, and he ate the banana from his original installation, calling his act Hungry Artist.
Okay.
Who ate the other guys. I fucking hate this. Now, my absolute favorite part of this story, and it's not close, is afterwards, obviously Justin Sun is on Twitter, popping off, trying to get as many accolades for this as possible. And people are asking him, where did the banana come from? Blah, blah, blah. He said it came from a fruit stand in Manhattan's Upper East Side because it was in Sotheby's.
Yep.
And Mr. Shah Alam, who was running that fruit stand, just one of these, fruit stands, Guy with a cart.
He's like, I don't know.
He charged probably 30 cents or some shit for this banana, maybe. And that's like an upcharge. He's upcharging because it's the Upper East Side.
Right.
As he should. So he became a crucial contributor to a groundbreaking piece of art. The banana, far from being an ordinary piece of fruit, has taken on profound cultural and artistic significance. So Justin says in a tweet, to thank Mr. Shah Alam, I've decided to buy 100,000 bananas from his stand in New York's Upper East Side. The bananas will be distributed free worldwide through his stand. All you need to do is show a valid ID to claim one banana while supplies last. So he said he was going to buy 100,000 bananas through and funnel them through this man's cart.
Okay. Does that guy even have access to 100,000 bananas?
Great question. The 74-year-old goes to the New York Times and he's pissed. The man running the stand is not fucking having it.
Yeah.
He is not happy about Son's promise. He spoke to the New York Times and he was like, what are you talking about? Like, how am I supposed to get 100,000 bananas through my stupid fruit stand cart?
Yeah.
I sell 25 bananas a day.
Right.
I mean, maybe more than that, but like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking
Where
about?
am I supposed to get 100,000 bananas? He outlined the realities of fulfilling this enormous order. He said procuring tens of thousands of bananas from the Bronx wholesale market would cost him thousands, not to mention the practical difficulties of moving each box containing 100 bananas. How funny that this man is like, listen, bitch. I'm a literal fruit stand runner in the Upper East Side. I don't have time for your fancy, artsy bullshit. You want to give me 100 grand? Is that what you're trying to do?
That would be great.
Then just do that.
Just do that.
Just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better.
Just give me 100 grand. And we move it along. And like make a donation to like the World Health Foundation or like some food charity or some shit. You know?
Right. That's not bad.
It's not bad. How funny is that?
That is funny.
That's the story. That's my Justin Stun story. And as I thought, it was pretty long because we bullshitted on it quite a bit.
We fucking talked.
Well, listen, this one won't be as long because it's like pretty sad. So we're not going to be able to do as many bits. It's going to be sad. My second story is this Israeli IVF mix-up case.
Oh, no. Also, famously, Jews need to get genetic testing to make sure that they're not going to have like Tay-Sachs and shit.
Yeah,
so it's like if you get the wrong DNA, it's like, oh fuck.
I wonder if that's why they found out, because I was kind of well, maybe you can speak to this. Let me give you some background. In September 2022, a woman discovered in her 30th week of pregnancy.
Oh my god! So that would be me 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That the fetus. Wow. Oh wow, she was like pregnant.
Yeah.
So they discovered that the fetus she was carrying was not genetically related to her or her partner.
What?
Yeah. Do the math.
So it was like a donated egg.
So basically, they had done an IVF procedure at the Asuta Medical Center in Rishon LeZion, whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. Point being, don't go to them for an IVF procedure because they fucked up big time. Basically, they just grabbed the wrong egg. And like
oh my god, that is a fucking fuck up of massive proportions.
I mean, it's unreal. Maybe it was an embryo. I don't have exactly the full like intimate details, but point being, the IVF procedure that was meant to obviously be her and her significant others, I think it was husband, their child genetically, and like insert into her pussy, into her uterus, and grow in her.
Yeah.
Instead was just a random fucking person's.
Wow.
Just another one. Just grabbed the wrong one. And they didn't find out until obviously they were late.
They're late. You're not going to start over at this stage.
No, they obviously chose to continue the pregnancy. In October 2022. She gave birth to the baby girl, Sophia, and they raised the kid. They just like carried on.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay.
So as this carries on, the hospital's obviously going through an investigation, and the other couple was identified eventually. They find out that that's the biological parents. I'm sure that they had probably done some sort of IVF of their own, so they had the information on them. They tell the biological parents what happened, and those parents decided to seek custody of their genetic child. It's weird.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't blame them.
It is a blurry, especially if it was embryos, where you're like, no, that's our embryo.
Right.
Like,
isn't that nuts?
Yeah, that is a brain twister.
But think about it this way. So at this point, the case begins. the kid is now currently under like care of the random strangers who like basically the surrogate
Right.
who has had the baby, and it's like they're like, this is my fucking baby, even though they know they're not genetically related, but still they're raising the child. And there's a long legal battle between the two families, each one saying that they have parental rights over the daughter. And then finally last month in November 2024, the family court ruled in favor of transferring her to her biological parents.
Wow.
So she's 2 years old at this point, and she's like, goodbye.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I know. In my mind, I'm like, I could understand if like out the bat, you're like, hey, you were a surrogate without, like, this sucks. Don't get me wrong. This is absolute.
Right.
Money needs to be exchanged. Like, this is weird. We're going to have some lawsuits, but like, it's my genetic child. It's an infant. Like, let's go ahead and we'll figure this out, you know?
Yeah.
2 years old. That's like crazy. The kid has memories. Like,
maybe it was like something where they only had that one embryo or something like that. I don't know. Apparently they had all these, of course, like experts like leaning in. Dr. Daniel Gottlieb, who is a psychologist, said that the benefits of Sophia living with her genetic family outweighed the emotional challenges of separation. Interesting. That is a case against adoption if I've ever heard.
I know. I was like, this is weird. This is a weird story.
Really weird.
He said biological heritage. Probably being in Israel, I think that they probably have a little bit more ties to like, you know, like your heritage and stuff like that. Versus here, we're like, well, I don't fucking know. You're German or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm all different types of white.
Yeah, whatever. And the family who had Sophia, like who gave birth to Sophia, was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking for both families.
I mean, it's an absolute fuck up disaster.
That's an absolute disaster.
And I think Asuta Medical Center, like, you are about to get slammed, as you should, with some hefty lawsuits.
You're fucked.
Your insurance company's like, God damn it.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to be kidding me. This is a really interesting case that I think probably isn't fully over yet.
Definitely.
And the implications, like, longer term, they're going to need to put more stringent stuff in, like test the genetics of the embryo before you put it in or something.
Or not be like, or keep organized better.
Organize it. Yeah, some person just like was hungover.
Yes, like what the fuck? They need to find out who did. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming there was firings around that, right?
You'd hope.
Yeah.
If anything deserves to be fired.
That's insane.
At minimum, put him on PIP.
Put him on PIP.
That guy's on PIP. No more switching the IVF embryos, okay? No more.
There was a child being inseminated into the wrong woman. You're on PIP.
You are on PIP.
You're on PIP. Imagine I just like give birth to a black child and
you're like, no, Mark, it's not what it seems.
Yeah, please.
It's literally not what it seems. It is crazy though, because it's like right about when your phase right now.
No, there's no. I mean, I don't even think like legally in most states you can. Like that option's off the table.
No, of course. Yeah. You have to have the baby.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it's like
it's just hanging out in there.
It's like going to school.
So the little baby Einstein in there.
Oh,
put the headphones on. God. Pretty crazy though. I thought that was topical given the pregnancy of it all.
Yep.
Well, that's the pod, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Come see us do comedy. I'll be in Winnipeg next week. What?
That's so
Who
cool.
is she?
Good for you.
Thank you. Trying to prepare for this set, so I'm like gonna be out and about a little bit more, and then I'm doing Ann Arbor over around the Christmas time, and then Philly.
That's sick. Good for you.
Yeah.
I have no tour dates coming up really because I am with child very heavily. But you can come see me live in New York if you live here. I put up my tour dates on my Instagram story. You can find them at May_Planert. And I also have a special coming out January 21st. Yeah. I don't know where. I'm really hoping somewhere other than YouTube, but probably YouTube. And it's called Who Is She?
Yay! So Who is she? She's the lady at the hospital giving birth to this fucking baby. That's where you're touring.
Yes.
Touring the goddamn hospital. I can't wait. Follow the pod. Follow me at Laura Sogar. Follow the pod at Risk of Business News. Leave us a comment. Slam that like and subscribe. Tell your friends. We will see you next week. Bye.